very welcoming.
That's good.
I
Yeah, that's
appreciate that place a
yeah.
lot.
Tell them about how you and Shane got separated.
Oh, in Tokyo. um, we I don't know. He wanted to one night. We went back. We were going to the internet cafes, and he wanted to go to. He just wanted to go to the first one we saw, but I wasn't trying to spend that much money because it was like super expensive compared to what we've been paying. And I wasn't even that tired. I was just like, I was more willing to walk around Tokyo and just explore Tokyo and go find a place. And meanwhile, it was also raining too that night, but like that was pretty cool. Like I don't know. And I was walking around Tokyo by myself, and I finally found another one that was pretty cheap. And then I slept there, thinking that I'd wake up really early in the morning and go find him.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up and I was trying to find him like on Facebook or something because he had a phone, but it didn't work. And I tried to go find the internet cafe that he was staying at. My memory from the night before, but like everywhere like looked the same. And I was trying to ask people, and like they were trying to help me. Like a bunch of people were trying to help me, and it's like I just couldn't find the place because I didn't even know what it was called really. And then luckily, and then we still had like 3 more days in Tokyo, so I thought I was gonna have to be by myself in Tokyo for 2 days. But then luckily he like found a payphone and had your number, and he called, and we met up. And that was only one of the times we got split. I think we got split up a couple of times. We got split up in Kyoto one time at the castle, at the samurai, at the temple.
At the
At the Black Samurai Temple. You remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
We got lost for
Kiyomizu Dera.
hours and hours and hours, and I was looking for him, and he was like, he would call me off of like people's phones. And then, like,
Oh, serious? Serious?
Yeah, he was like calling me off of people's phones, like other people's phones.
Wow.
And then and he would like tell me where he was, and we would and like say where we would tell each other where we were gonna meet, and we were gonna meet each other, and I just couldn't find him. Like,
Wow.
I guess I just kept passing or something.
Uh-huh.
There's like so many people in there that day. Like there was like a bunch of tourists, and like it was like just pretty packed, and like I just couldn't find him at all. And finally, like I found him after like hours. I was like about to go back to the train station and come back to Wakayama from Kyoto, and then I luckily just like found him on the way back to the train station.
Wow.
And we met up. Yeah, it was cool. It was fun getting. Those are like some of the coolest. Those are some of the most interesting times when me and Shane got separated.
Wow.
Because then, I was like you said, I guess I was like actually by myself. I didn't have anyone there that would speak English to me or anything like that. So like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh man. And then Shane didn't have a phone, and I didn't even know. And honestly, the whole time we had been there, I was the only one that was paying attention to the directions, because he just didn't care. He was just always like, every time I was like asking to ask him for directions, he was like kind of like, we'll just find it ourselves or something. Like, I don't want to ask for directions. And I'm like, all right, fine. I'll just go do it. And then so wherever we went, I was always paying attention to kind of where we were going, where he was just kind of like, he was not happy feeling lost, or happy feeling like not knowing where he was going or where he was coming from. So I always knew. So then I was like, whenever I lost him, I always thought he was like done for. Because he didn't have a phone at all or anything like that, and I had the phone, and I kind of knew where I was. So if anything, when we got lost, I was the one that was more worried. He was like never that worried.
Yeah, it's in Japan it's an island, so you can't really get too lost.
Yeah. That's true. Like I was saying, I never really felt lost, especially because being in a place like that you've never been before, at least being in a place that I've never been before, I always kind of, in a sense, feel lost, you know? Like, you don't know where anything is. The only time you really think that you're not, even like here, like, the only reason I don't feel lost here is because I've seen all the different places around me so many times, and I'm, like, familiar with them, and I, like, kind of, like, have made myself think I know them. But when you're in a place where you haven't seen anything before, every single place kind of feels like you're lost, in a sense, you know? So it's, like, it's nice. Then you don't even really feel lost anymore. You feel like, I don't know. It feels awesome. I can't even explain the feeling. It's like
That's
it's
great.
freedom, I guess you could say. I could just be anywhere at any time and feel the same. Like
Wow.
not feel like I was missing anything, or like feel like I was scared or anything. I was just like really at peace. I don't know.
What What about your can you talk about the experience you had in the club?
In the club?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the clubs are crazy. one club I went to in Osaka, and it was like a punk rock show.
Wow.
And those shows don't even open until like 10 or 11. They don't like all those clubs and bars don't open until really late.
Uh-huh.
And so we went in there at like 10 or 11 or something like that, and it's like really small like venue kind of, you know.
Uh-huh.
There's not a stage or anything like that, so all the performers are just like playing right there in front of you.
Uh-huh.
And then they all like, and it's all like, oh, it's really cool. It's like they're not even like, I don't know. It's like you get to like, I don't know. It's like here when you guys go to any kind of show or something like that, the people that are performing like on the stage, like away from you, like you can't really like be with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there you were like hanging out with them like while they're performing, and like after the show they would stick around and watch all the other people perform like with you in the crowd. So like I got to meet all these people that like played in bands. And, like we got a bunch of pictures with them.
Wow.
And, we just like hung out, and a lot of them too. Like a lot of people that play music there, they speak English too.
Yeah.
Because they like, I don't know. I guess they like want to be able to like be able to talk to a lot of different people that like their music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were able to talk to like a lot of the performers after and like hang out with them and like got CDs and stuff. And then one time in Kyoto, I went to this like dance club, I guess you can say.
Uh-huh.
And that one went. That was the one I went to like 5 in the morning.
I think it was Pure. It's
like
called. I think it's Pure.
It's what?
I think it's called Pure.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, okay.
It's something like that. It's like some like weird like one name thing like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that one was cool. That one was different. That was kind of like, it was more like LA. It was like they had the stage and everything like that, you know. And like there's just music playing and stuff, and like there's a bunch of people. But then I don't know. It's honestly kind of cool because like there's not really like that much of a difference between just being out walking around in the streets as it is like in the clubs in Japan. Honestly, like in a funny way, it kind of feels the same, you know.
Wow. Yeah.
So, like, cause like you still like, I don't know, like at least here, like when you're like out and about, no one really wants to talk to each other. Like when they're walking around in the streets and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
no one wants to talk to each other or anything like that. Hold on, I need to go move my bike.
Okay.
The sprinklers just came on.
Okay.
Hold on. Hello?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, and then like out here, people like come and see each other. Like just they kind of act like people aren't there. I don't know. Everyone kind of is like zoned out, kind of in a sense. But then like when you go out to like a club here,
Uh-huh.
and then everyone goes to clubs to talk to each other, you know? Like because they're not doing it like everywhere else. They go to like bars and clubs and like stuff like that, like social gatherings, you know, to like be social.
Uh-huh.
But in Japan, like everywhere is a social gathering, so like that's why I don't know. That's like it's kind of an example like in your videos. The videos you do, like you just go up to random people and just talk to them, you know?
Yeah.
Like in LA, like that doesn't really go down that much unless you're like in a place where people think like where it's like acceptable to do that, you know?
Oh, okay.
And in Japan, like it's like I don't know, being in like I don't know, and then it makes it so much nicer to be in front of a club because then like people who genuinely like feel excited to see you, like just because, and then you have like all the music and everything just to add a little like flavor in it. So like, yeah, so it's like it's really pretty relaxed and stuff like that. Like nothing seems like forced or anything.
Wow.
But then like here, it's like everyone's like at the place to talk to each other. So it's like I don't know. It seems like everyone's like putting on a show, kind of.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
Japan is all. I don't know. Japan's just like all the same. It's really
Yes.
cool. It's really cool.
Yes. Wow, that's good. Let me think.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a chance to go to Starbucks with me?
Starbucks?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh,
I know that I know there was. I don't know. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't know about the Starbucks thing, but I was just gonna say something about like when I first got there, when we first got off the plane in Osaka, and and we were like, me and Shane were waiting for you to get your car. I was just like, it was like my first couple of minutes. It was like moments in Japan, and I was just like, all I could think about was like, I was just like so shocked because like that was the first time I'd ever seen anything other than like, well, I mean, obviously I'd been to Japan when I was younger, but I didn't really like process. I wasn't really judgmental or anything like that. Like I wasn't really like when I was younger, I didn't really see the difference between stuff like that. But when I don't know, it almost seemed just like people in Japan didn't even know that America like existed. When I was first there, I don't know, it seemed like it was just crazy to be in a place like that. Because like for my whole life, I always thought LA was just like the only place. Like on the map, I thought like LA was like all of California, and California was like all of America, and America was like the whole world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And like it was cool just being there, like going, and then like you seeing all these different people just doing completely different things, and everything was completely different from where I was at. And it's like, okay, all these people are like living life, and they've like been living life the whole time I was doing that, like living my life like in a whole other place. So yeah, it's just like a really cool feeling.
Wow.
And I guess I always feel so obligated, like when you're just in one place all the time and kind of just think one way, and it seems like that's the only way like stuff happens. But then like you go all the way to the other side of the world and you see like people doing none of the things that you ever did in your life, and you see them doing a bunch of things that you've never done, and you just realize that there's like not any like one thing to really do like in life. I don't know. It just made me feel like free. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting because that's what I tell on my videos. I talk about that brothers get your passports, travel to Japan, and learn and experience what it's like to live in a place where it's peaceful. Nothing to worry about, no police, nothing, just, peace, freedom. Then go back to America and change things. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow. I'm glad you said that. That's cool.
Yep.
I think anything else? So what about the food out here? How'd you like that?
Oh my god. I can't believe I even forgot about that. The food is the best. Right. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That was always happening. I'm always eating, so I guess after a while I kind of like sometimes wanted a cheeseburger. I guess I can say that. But then now being back here, I don't even I like want to go back and just eat rice all the time and fish. But like, yeah, it was great. It's just really simple. I don't know. I guess even now, like being back here, I like my diet has changed like since I've gone there. Like I used to always eat like every next day. I felt like I had to eat like a different type of food. Like I felt like I had to go like eat like what we call like Italian food, or what we call like Chinese food, or what we call like Japanese food, or any like something like that. I feel like I had to switch it up, because like there's so many different places to like eat around here and like all this stuff. Like